100. Listen. Next 100.
Don't touch that dial.
Ding ding, ba-do do, ba-do do. Y'all, great morning, ATL in the whole wide world. It's your man Jason Carey, Steph Tiller, Morning Coffee Swig, ATL's #1 podcast style morning show. I think I did a whole lot of talking yesterday, so I got a whole lot of raspy going on. Pardon me. It'll come together. That's what happens. It's like calisthenics, the voice going doing 1 2 1 2 1 2. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. You know what day it is? It is Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. Tasted taco, touch me, tease me taco, titillation taco. Tuesday, Twitter Tuesday. You know what it is. Great morning, Steph. Great morning.
Great morning. I feel like holiday heart. I feel the same
you
way
got
you
it.
feel. Yeah,
you got it too.
I got it.
You got it. We gotta fix these boys. Extra waters, please. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I feel like I got a studio assistant. Extra waters, please. Yeah, we gonna get it together. How was your money making Monday?
How does it sound?
You sound terrible, but that's cool.
Normally, if you sound terrible, it was amazing. You had a great time. That's what it sounds. This is the sound of a great time.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I actually did have a good time yesterday by myself. So
I saw that you were.
Time.
Yeah, I saw you was about 5 drinks in by yourself. You posted that. You said I'm on my 5th drink by myself at the bar. You did say that.
You know what? I gotta stop looking at stuff and thinking of the caption in my head. Well, thinking what I'm saying and writing it, and then I move right on. And then people will come back to me later and be like, "Oh yeah, you such and such." I'm like, "How you know that?" And then they be like, "You posted it." I'm like, "You be reading that?"
Yeah. I don't believe people be reading my words. People actually be reading. Yeah, shout out to people still read words, man. I'm a word guy. You know, hence we having the word of the day here. I'm a word guy. That comes directly from me because, you know, that's why I enjoy Twitter still, because there's words, but you know, pictures came out. It's like radio killed the video star. Video killed the radio star. It came in like when pictures and moving video came in, people stopped reading words. Seems like people get dumber now. They can't write, they can't read.
Made them even dumber.
Exactly. When Instagram came, they're like, well, yeah, you're right. Call them out. Be specific. You're right. Be intentional. There was something else I want to say. Oh man, yeah, I got a lot of work done yesterday. It was crazy. I was motivated. It was Monday. You know, I'm always motivated on Monday. I just got a lot of things done. Money conversations, money moves. Man, it felt good. Well into the night. It was like all day. So I was like, man, my voice is raspy because I've been talking a lot all day, but it was good. Right. Good conversation with everybody. Man, shout out to everybody that I talked to yesterday. But anyway, it's Biggie Day.
Yesterday, but it was they were good.
It's Biggie Day. I gotta acknowledge that. Only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace, March 9th. Biggie was shot and killed, and it's just a sad day. I was listening to Biggie all day yesterday while I was out in the sun, roaming around the streets. But I had Biggie in my ear the whole day. I had Biggie in my ear for the last couple days.
That day before yesterday, I was on Biggie.
Word. So yeah,
Biggie and Pop Smoke. Which was
word. He was on your New York. He was on your New York. He was on your Brooklyn and Harlem. But anyway, man, we're going to have it going. We will have it going today, man. We're going to get into it. You know how we got to start this show. We got to start with a swig of news. So what you got for me this morning, Steph?
Lord Jesus. It's a lot going on in the news right now. Happy National Women's Day. That went crazy on social media yesterday. It went crazy. People were posting their best friends. People were posting business owners, women that inspired them. It was so good and refreshing to see that. Like, I had a chance to go down my timeline and actually look at the women celebrating each other and stuff like that. I said, oh, this is so dope. We need to do this all the time. This don't need to be just one day. This needs to be all the time. Issa Rae even took to social media, and she says this is one of the reasons, and this was pertaining to International Women's Day. She said, this is one of the reasons that I make sure that I ride for us in the boardrooms and that I always use black. And many people would say that using the term black is inappropriate or offensive or kind of shallow, but really, if your intentions are good and you're doing it for the right reasons, I don't see a problem with it. At one point, they did make me feel uncomfortable using the term black because they don't use the term white this, white that.
I was about to say that very thing, Steph, not to cut you off. I was about to say that I actually like the uncomfortability I see online for people saying, seeing the black, when it's black this or black that. I saw yesterday, it was a post about first black official in the NFL or something, black female official, and it was like, whoop-de-doo. Why we gotta bring race into this? And I'm like, yo, y'all gonna have to deal with this, yo. Y'all don't want to start this race situation. We wasn't on that. Y'all started that. Y'all the one that kept us down because of race. So guess what? Every time we break a color barrier, we gonna shout it out and we gonna celebrate it. Deal with it. I love the uncomfortability. Keep making them uncomfortable. Keep making them uncomfortable, because if you're uncomfortable, there's something wrong with you. Because you should be on board with it. You should be celebrating. So if you have a problem with it, yo, the first woman, first black, first Asian, whatever, all the color barriers, when they say it, especially black people, celebrate it. I'm with it. Keep doing that, man, because like y'all started that. So yeah, it says y'all, and it may you like, well, I didn't start it. It was your ancestors did, and they ain't saying sorry yet. So since they ain't said sorry, you gonna feel this wrath. I really feel like it. I feel like everybody need to look back and look at their own lineage and be like, oh man, Grandpa Jed was a son of a, yeah, he had, woo. So listen, every time I meet a black person, I'm gonna apologize. Hey, listen, I'm sorry for Grandpa. What's your last name? Yeah, your last name is Ferguson. So was ours. So y'all might have came from our lineage. I'm sorry. That's what it need to be. That's what it need to be.
Cousin, I'm sorry.
That's what it need to be. Whatever your last name is, it probably came from that. So I feel like y'all need to go down the old school phone book and call all the Fergusons and be like, you know what I'm saying? Although I ain't never met a white Ferguson, but if you're the Ferguson, you be like, hey, listen, you need to be like, call, hey, I'm sorry, click, hey, you black, hey, I'm sorry. And wait till you answer the phone back, hello? Oh yeah, you black, hey, I'm sorry. That's what need to happen. Shoot, that's your full-time job apologizing. Carry on, I'm sorry, but celebrate this. Celebrate.
Pure comedy, I'm loving it. So listen, with this racism thing going on and people feeling uncomfortable, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, the Duke and the Duchess, they sat down with Oprah Winfrey. And one of the topics that they discussed was basically how the Buckingham Palace is, the royal family is a bit racist. For me personally, I don't want to see an interview with them. Give me Britney Spears, I need to know why she shaved her head and where she at in life. You know, it's a lot of other interviews that I would want to see, you know, like let me in their business because they've put it out publicly. But this one seems a little bit intrusive. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a long way to go. They have a long way to go. As a couple, as, you know, newlyweds, their place in the palace, like they really do, their position, they have a long way to go. So I feel like this was kind of intrusive, but the Buckingham Palace right now is still under pressure regarding these racism, you know, allegations. And of course, we know that they racist. It's like, don't tell us. That's how I'm feeling. Like, don't tell us
really
about the racism.
It ain't really a surprise. That's what you're saying. It's not really a surprise. I mean,
we know.
Black people, the black people like, okay, I can see that. And there's some outrage for those like, I can't believe the audacity for them to say that. Like, you see how white that family is? Why y'all expect when this man and boy this little...
The Duchess, the Prince, the Queen, we don't belong, well, I ain't gonna say we don't belong nowhere in there because back then we were there. But like, if you hear that, you automatically know your skin tone should be a lot fairer to even speak to them or to get on the pad, on the compound. Like,
or to care. We don't even care. Like, we don't care about it. Like, they're quote unquote royal, the royal family. It's cool, whatever, man. You got your lineage is what it is. Y'all need to say I'm sorry too, because y'all done off with some heads. So y'all need to be saying I'm sorry. But anyway. The issue is the conversation in the Buckingham Palace is the fact that they keep bringing up, well, how his skin tone gonna look, like how dark is he going to get? It's like the baby.
It's a genuine question though.
I want to say that was some bull for that to be asked, but I want all y'all that's outraged to look in the mirror. Look at your mammy in the face. Look at your grandma in the face. And y'all want that same energy for them. Like, ooh, you got a little black baby. Or you like, ooh, child, you done boy him up in here. Y'all baby's gonna be black. Like that boo that y'all used to say, that it was the colorism that was in your own family. Yeah, I want you to look at your mammy in the face and be like, don't you say nothing, because you said the same thing. Ooh, you gotta look. Ooh, look at that little baby just as black. Y'all ain't say chocolate. Chocolate is delicious. Black sound negative. Y'all need to start saying the right thing.
God.
I came out. I was kind of light skinned at first, and then I came out. Then I was chocolate. My baby sister was chocolate from day one. Chocolate. I've been in love with my sister since the day she was born, man. I remember seeing her in that incubator. She was black. Well, I was that black. Chocolate. Just chocolate. I said, look at my pretty little sister. Oh, I love my little sister. Boy, I've been like that since day one. I'm 8 years old. Ashley Boo, I was loving Ashley Boo the minute I seen her. But anyway, carry on.
Oh my God, that's so funny because, but it's a legitimate question. I feel it like it's a legitimate question. It's a terrible thing to wonder, but I wondered that too as a black mama. Like, how dark is my son gonna get? I wanted him to be dark, because in my family we only had like 3 or 4 people. You know what I'm saying? And we used to tease them about their color, but in reality, like I like dark. I'm talking about if this hair could get blacker, I would like it. I like blue black people, like black. I don't know what's going on with me, but it's a legitimate question. I don't think it's something that people should be outraged about. However, the negative motive behind it, you can hear it in the tone of the conversation. So I'm sure Meghan wouldn't bring it up if in fact that it wasn't an issue. The other thing that we can celebrate is the fact that Tyler Perry was their savior once again. I promise you, he gotta be like a real life superhero or angel. Like, if you're a guardian angel to the world, just say that. Like, God, Tyler Perry like this. Like, I don't get it. This man shows up when he need to show up every time.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, Tyler Perry, you keep it going. I hope you watch the show. You should watch the show. Right now, we're going to take a break, though, Steph. Great news. We're going to bring it back. I know she got more stories. We'll bring y'all back in the second hour. It's the morning call for Swig. I'm going to go find out if Tyler Perry going to hire me, too. Hey.
Atlanta's home for hip-hop and R&B.
The only station.
for hip hop and R&B. ATL's Next 100.
First things first, I pop freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get Nathan but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage, I turn like doorknobs. Heart throb never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocking your Mitsubishi. Girls pee-pee when they see me. Navajo creep me in they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppet. Stop it, if you think you're gonna make a profit. Don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends Papa hit it. Then split it in two as I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Once you grin, I'm in, game begin. First I talk about how I dress is this and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses. The sex is just immaculate. From the back I get deeper and deeper. Help you reach the climax that your man can't make. Call him, tell him you'll be home real late and sing the break. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. Look at that song, how it's so long. Thought he worked his until I handled my biz. There I is. Major pain like Damon Wayans, low down dirty even like his brother Keenan scheming. Don't leave your girl around me, true player for real. Ask Puff Daddy. You ringing bells with bags from Chanel, baby Benz traded in your Hyundai XL. Fully equipped CD changer with the cell. She beat me at 12. Where you at? Flipping job, playing car notes. While I'm swimming in your women like the breaststroke. Right stroke, left stroke was the best stroke. Death stroke, tongue all down the throat. Nothing left to do but send her home to you. I'm through. Can you sing the song for me, boo? I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. We can cruise the world with pearls, gator boots for girls. The envy of all women, crushed linen, Cartier wristwear with diamonds in them. The finest women I love with the passion. Your man's a wimp, I get that a good thrashing. High fashion, flying into all states. Sexing me while your man. Isn't this great? Your flight leaves at 8, a flight lands at 9. My game just rewinds. Lyrically, I'm supposed to represent. I'm not only a client, I'm the player president. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know. I got that good love, girl, you didn't know.
Good morning. Let's go. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Know you've been waiting. Tim for it. 'Cause I see you watching. So let's go. Let's get it poppin'.
'Cause I'll be leaning on the bar, looking cleaner than the sun. These bars won't give me my pride. 25 on the bag, got the sun on it. Really mad 'cause the people won't stop.
Got your boyfriend feeling like a groupie.
You know,
we on that. Like this, looking like a movie. You know we on that. And everybody know who the truth is. You know we on that. I know 'cause I'm blowing on that movie. You know we on that.
Hello, good morning, how you doing? What the move here? Welcome to the future, I'm the captain of the cool kids. The revolution's never been televised. Great booty, better thighs, I ain't wanna tell her bye. First I tell her hi, then I give her one and let her fly. Never tell a lie, tonight you couldn't find a better guy. King shoot, fly to anyone you been seen with. Gangsta distinguished, cool as a penguin. Got a team of them, honey, feel free to bring with. G5 wait and fly away at my convenience. You sing tip, checking in a 5-star suite with some 5-star freaks, getting high all week. Catch me in the wee hours of the night when y'all sleep in a fast car, super bad broads backseat. That's me, see I'm nothing nice. A couple nights to the moon, say goodbye in the sun, greeting us like
hello, good morning. Let's go. Hello, good morning. Hello, good evening. You blow, you fiending, 'cause you know that you really need it. And I'm the one that you wanna be with. But right now, baby, you dreaming. Wake up and turn the lights on.
'Cause I'll be leaning on the bar, looking cleaner than the sun. These bars won't give me my pride. 25 on the bag, I've been stunting on it. Penny man, 'cause the people won't stop.
Got your boyfriend feeling like a groupie.
You know we on
Stay
that.
like this, looking like a movie.
You know we on that.
And everybody know who the truth is.
You know we on
I
that.
know 'cause I'm blowing on that movie.
You know we on that.
Hello, let's go. Good morning. Let's go. Hello, let's go. Good morning. Let's go. Hello. Hey, yeah. Hey, turn me up a little bit more. I don't think they can hear me. Check this out. Bad boy. Let's work. Come on, let's work. Don't stop. Let's work. It's that dirty money. How fly is he? Your baby mama cry for me like Jodeci. So how you not notice me? Pull up to the club in the coldest V. Literally cold. Little did he know how that did he flow. How that did he go so hard like a crowbar, still getting dough. Whoa. Yeah, I like this. Can you feel it? Nothing can save you. Got your boyfriend feeling like a groupie.
You know we on
Stay
that.
like this, looking like a movie.
You know we on that.
And everybody know who the truth is.
You know we on
I
that.
know 'cause I'm blowing on that movie.
You know we on
Hello,
that.
good morning. Let's go. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
Oh, they're the bomb. They got it going on.
Next 100.
My station.
Is your favorite?
ATL's Next 100.
Turn that.
Next 100.
We talk for a living, we speak for a living, and for that reason, I like to give you guys a word of the day. So let's get into that. The irony of this word today, this word is a noun. Luminary. 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 A person of prominence or brilliant achievement. Luminary. A body that gives light, especially one of celestial bodies. I don't know. My body got light. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. Allow us to shed some light on luminary. It came to English by way of Anglo-French and late Latin. And it traces back to the Latin word lumen, meaning light. Other lumen descendants in English include illuminate, to light up, luminous, emitting light, and filamentist, one who collects matchbooks or matchbooks labels. One who collects, I like matchbooks. It's only because I'm a pyromaniac and I like fire. So, like, it's cool if you got a cool design Am I telling too much? I'll move on. Luminary has been shining its light in English since the 15th century. Let's use that in a sentence. Lloyd Richards, a luminary who, with the original production of Raisin in the Sun, became the first Black director to stage a Broadway play, emphasized dramaturgy. Yes, again, first Black. I love it. Does that make you feel uncomfortable? I love these words. As we walked homeward across the fields, the sun dropped and lay like a great golden globe in the low west. While it hung there, the moon rose in the east as big as a cartwheel, pale silver and streaked rose color, thin as a bubble or a ghost moon. For 5, perhaps 10 minutes, the two luminaries confronted each other across the level land, resting on opposite edges of the world. That was a excerpt by Willa Cather, My Antonia, 1918. Hey man, the word luminary, it's ironic we're talking about regal and royal families. Whatever. I'm a luminary. Use these words. I want to motivate you guys to use these words in your everyday language. Speaking of motivation, let's get motivated, Steph.
Good morning, family and friends. I know many of you are looking for that morning motivational starter pack to get you up, prepared, and ready to take on this day. Well, as I tell you guys each and every day, there's a hero that lives inside of you. Someone who's special, someone who wants you to do something great with your life, someone who wants you to do creative work, someone who wants you to be the change in the world that you wish to see today, and that you can never be too distracted that you forget who you truly are, because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You.
Because the only person that's stopping you from living your best and most greatest life is who? You. So yesterday we talked about how, people sometimes will hate you just because of you and your success. And you got to stop, asking people for validation on what you should do with your life, and stop asking people with no vision to proofread your plan for your life. All right. We're going to kind of stay right there a little bit, but I want you guys to understand, for me personally, when I look at certain situations, and I talked about it yesterday, I take that situation and then I break it down and unpack it to where it fits me. It fits me, my lifestyle, what I've gone through, my journey, where I'm headed, where I'm coming from, where I want to go, the person that I'm becoming. I make it all about me and my situation, pertaining to me and me only. And I do that because that's a reflection of myself. I get a chance to reflect and say, okay, these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, and my weaknesses are not a threat to me. They may be a threat to somebody else, and that doesn't even realize that I struggle in certain areas. So when I say, some people hate you just because you're doing things that they're not doing, or they hate you just because of your success, or they hate you because you're in a lovable position with other people than they are, that's true. That's true. And sometimes you got to understand why. You got to understand the why. And for me, I know sometimes my weaknesses, to me, they feel like a threat. Only because they're a challenge. I'm not afraid of a challenge. So I don't mind, taking on something head on. Or in my case, I procrastinate. I'm like, I'm going to do better. I'm going to reach out to this resource. I'm going to reach out to that resource. If it's not a situation where I have to reach out to a resource, I still take my time sometimes because I'm already, kind of iffy about the situation. It's not my norm and it's very uncomfortable. Yeah, I've walked through the doors of uncomfortability a lot, and I'm habitual. Anything that's uncomfortable is definitely for me. I'm just like that. I'm a risk taker. But sometimes when it's personal challenges that I need to take care of, I'm kind of like, I need that extra push. I need a me in the mornings to say, this is what you do, this is how you get past that process. And again, those are my personal weaknesses that sometimes I may or may not be afraid of, but somebody else, it really poses a threat to them. But they don't even know that I am not 100% favorable of that weakness. And the strengths that I think I have, I'm completely aware of my strengths. You need to get aware of your strengths. Many of us, we go through life every day. We know that we're strong, and we see other people's strengths. We never see our own. And when we do see it, it's not too late, but by the time we see it, we just everybody else around you whoo, child, I thought you'd never get it. I've had older people to say that to me, who took you long enough? Or a friend, not even just older people, or a friend, yeah, I was wondering when you was going, hone in on that, or finally get an understanding of what you really possess. If that's the case, tell me. And if I didn't get it the first time, break it down again. If I didn't get it that time, break it down. Write me a smoke signal for crying out loud. Something. Let me know I got it. If I got it, then tell me I got it then. And if I didn't get it when you told me, because some people just real humble about it. They're just like, oh yeah, you're such an amazing author. Tell me more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's my strength and you know I don't see it, tell me more. To you. Tell your people that. Tell them more. Because guess what? They're going to find your strength in it too. You complimented someone. I probably complimented every woman I saw yesterday. Hey, how are you? You look amazing. Nice shirt, nice hair, nice teeth, nice smile, nice shoes, nice purse, anything. But it was genuinely from the heart. It wasn't me just like, I like her shirt. It wasn't that. It was me being comfortable enough to, give a woman a compliment. And it just so happens to be International Women's Day, but that's a strength that you will possibly give to somebody else. Now, like I said, in that, I don't want to lose it, but in that, when you're talking to people that relationship-wise, friends, family, business, whatever, they will sometimes reciprocate that and then give you your strength too. You see what I'm saying? Like, and I listen to that sometimes. I'm not saying give a compliment and expect a compliment back. It's like, oh, I'm gonna tell her she's beautiful. I wonder what she's gonna tell me. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Knock it off. That's not what I'm saying. More than likely, they'll feel comfortable enough, like, oh, okay, she has her guard down just a smidge enough, or she's transparent enough, or she's, in tune enough. Because sometimes you can tell when a person is in tune with the and on the same mindset, same wavelength you are. So when they say something, be like, you know what, you are too. And I meant to tell you, when you did such and such, it was so amazing. I'm surprised you don't do more of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can find that in someone else. And if you build a strong team, you see other people's, strengths, and you can still compliment them on their weaknesses. That way that they know that it's something that they need to work on. And it's okay to sometimes tell them. It's all about your position and your authority and how you tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just run around saying, you know what, you slow. I don't like none of it. You need to go back to the drawing board. It's just not going to work. Some people, they act like they want to be told that way. They do not. That at this point, they're going to get worrisome, and then they're going to miss the purpose, and now you become a hater. You don't want to see them do well. You become all of those things that we trying to stay away from early in the morning. If you know what I mean. This is the morning motivated starter pack, so we ain't even trying to go down that route, but you know the route that I'm talking about. And I just want you guys to be very comfortable with that. Be comfortable with talking to your people about their strengths and your strengths, and then your weaknesses, and not looking at your weaknesses as a threat, but more so as something that you can help accomplish great things with. I feel like I can always take a terrible situation and turn it around and then make it a great one. We talked about that last week briefly, about how refreshing it feels, and how that feeling is unexplainable when you take a situation that's not going well and turn it around, and then everybody have this priceless, memorable moment in time in their life. Same thing with that. You take a weakness, you turn the thing around, and then watch greatness happens. That's when history comes. And that's your morning motivational starter pack from your girl Steph this morning. I hope y'all got something out of that, because I feel like I did. And I feel like I don't do enough telling people, their strengths. And I don't know if I should. Sometimes I don't think it's my place, but I'm going to try it. So you try it.
To all my dreamers that still believe in dream the way that I believe in dreams, continue to chase your dreams, and chase your dreams until you get tired. And when you get tired of chasing your dreams, you chase them some more, and some more. And if you're scared to do it anyway.
Let's go. Yeah. It's time for ATL weather and other
random, yeah. Great morning, ATL, and happy Taco Tuesday. Y'all hear the music? Hear the theme music? Tasty Tuesday. It's a Taco Tuesday. Currently 46 degrees. Feels like 46 degrees. Sunny. sunny outside. The temperatures will rise fairly quickly today. I'm talking 60 degrees before we even get off air today. So you know when it's 60 degrees before we get off air, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one. Go walk, run, skate outdoors. Go do something outdoors. Don't stay in the house. That is, stay in the house with the blinds closed. That's room for depression. Y'all trying to create depression. Don't do it. Go outside. Illuminate your life. You'll feel good about it. It's a day to get out there, have lunch. Remember, I ain't talking about concrete picnics. That's what we gonna normalize. Concrete picnics. We ain't gonna stand out. We ain't gonna put our blanket out on the ground. Ironic yesterday, Steph, that I was driving down the street and I saw somebody laying in the middle of a field at a park. Didn't look like us, but I saw somebody in the field and I thought about it. I said, ew. They wasn't even on a blanket, just their bare back in that doggy toilet. I said, ew, immediately. But anyway, it's the kind of day that you actually have your street tacos on the street today. Expect a highs of 71 degrees today. I'm gonna have to take off this jacket at lunch. Take off this jacket, no matter how fly I am, I will take it off. So go get your skate on, ATL, get your skate on. Put them outdoor wheels on your skates and get out there and do your thing. Now, in honor of Taco Tuesday, our random city weather report comes from Albuquerque, New Mexico, y'all. Albuquerque, New Mexico. I just like saying Albuquerque. It's like I've never been to the city, but I think I'm gonna go this year. I strictly love this city's name outside of it being fun to say because of Bugs Bunny. I'm a Bugs Bunny fan. I watched Bugs Bunny growing up. A lot of my humor even comes from Bugs Bunny. I can think of what would Bugs do, and he always talked about taking the wrong turn at Albuquerque. And so, never been, but I've been saying Albuquerque since I was a kid because of Bugs Bunny. Wrong turn at Albuquerque. So anyway, am I the only one? I ain't the only one. Don't act like it. Anyway, currently 46 degrees for you guys as well. Feels like 44 though. And cloudy. So it's looking like a gloomy, wet taco today. A gloomy, wet taco. We like creamy tacos, but it's going to be a gloomy, wet taco for you. Might be fun as well. No sunshine or outdoors for y'all at all today. A sprinkle of wetness at lunch. This actually is sounding like a good day. I think it's shaping up real good. A sprinkle of wetness. Highs of only 59 today, and I owe you 10. Anyway, that's how it goes. It is definitely going to be a wet day for you guys out there in Albuquerque. And that is your ATL and Random City Weather Report, a segment created and brought to you by the Morning Coffee Swig. So if you hear it anywhere else, best believe they copied that.
Atlanta's home for hip-hop and R&B.
It's a hip-hop and R&B flavor. And don't get it twisted.
ATL's Next 100.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from, that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. So good. And all the struggle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Snipping on private stock way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. Yeah. And if you don't know, now you know. I made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me, now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play toast. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, and for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. Living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool, I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good. And if you don't know, now you know. Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack. Now my mom pimps a act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right I like the life I live. Cause I went from negative to positive. And it's all. And if you don't know, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. So and if you don't know, now you know. Representing B-Town in the house. Junior Mafia, Math Label. Yeah. To Medina, bet big, get in between you, then peep the prognosis, doses, blends and bends like Twizzlers. Biggest fitting to hurt, what's under that skirt? Who filling them with octane, got them gassed up, about to get blasted up, son. The last one word the mother, brother miss him. I seen it when he kissed him at the wake, made his body shake. The high guy in 850 eyes, smoke, tink, rap, terror, 4 chrome and terror. Street 5 by the rivers, the 5th is conspicuous. Bad boy slipped to 95, ridiculous. My rap lines is like landmines. One step, kaboom, black suits fill the room. To whom it may concern, Junior Mafia is the click. Act up, I have my honeys total bustle. That's right.
In the middle of the day now, baby, I seem to think of only you. Hey, oh yeah, never think of for a moment, baby, that you've been thinking of me too. Yeah, so I can't wait for the day that we can be together. I can't let you walk away. That's right. Oh, can't you see you
for hip hop and R&B.
Hip hop and R&B flavor.
And don't get it twisted.
ATL's Next 100.
Every day I'm gonna tell you something that's on my mind, something I've seen, something I've experienced, something I'm feeling, something I may have heard, and it's what has me on the edge. Let's get into it. I don't know if you guys are. I don't know. Do I have any dream interpreters? Official dream interpreters out there that follow us. Let me know. Are you one of those people that have dreams, try to figure out what it means? Give it some thought, and it stays on your mind well. I actually had a dream last night, which I don't know. I dream a lot less than I used to. I'm gonna say that. I don't know how often you guys dream, but I dream a lot less than I used to. And it's maybe because, I used to dream more when I was a kid. I guess it's because I got lengths of sleep. Now they're all naps. I just take naps. No, people be like, I'm going to bed for the night. I don't really do that. It's like, take a nap. Here we go. Short stints. Anyway, I say all that to say, I had a dream. Somebody else said they had a vivid dream last night. I had a dream last night, and I was talking to my uncle, my dead uncle, on the phone. And he was talking to me about my impact in my cousin's life, who is his son. And he made a very profound statement that I've never heard. I never heard it anywhere else. So nobody's ever said this to me. I've never said it out of my own mouth. So this clearly came straight from this dream. But it made me think about the impact I have anyway. This is just my own personal impact. The statement was, he hears me, but he sees you. And he said, thank you for being the example you have been in his life. And my cousin himself has said that he said how he looked up to me, or how he has always looked up to me, which was dope. He's actually said that verbally, so I got my flowers. But my uncle never said none of that to me. We didn't have that kind of relationship or conversation when he was alive, because I was young. But it's so weird to hear that from him at that time. It's nothing that reminded me of him. I don't even know why this uncle was the one I was talking to, but it was dope. But it also made me think about just even this show. We talk about self-awareness. We talk about goals and motivation and all that. This whole show, the whole undertone of this show is that. It's like uplifting all the time. Now I might have my rant where I go off to the left, I'm gonna slap somebody, but mainly it's very uplifting, right? And how important that is. It's genuine. It's really important. The impact that what I say, what I do has on people around me. I'm I'm hyper aware of people seeing me, others watching me, and it's not about no vanity or nothing. I'm just saying that I know that people pay attention to the things I say. I asked to be on that platform, so I know people pay attention to things I say, things I do, and thank God I've made some good decisions in my life, and I pray that I continue to make those great decisions. But I hope that just one thing, you may have listened to this show 100 times, but I hope that just one thing I may have said, one thing I may have done, like had an impact on or lasting impression, left something on you. Steph talks about that. She was like, man, J-Boy, like my accountability partner, looking me in the face every morning. And that is, again, without vanity, that's important to know that, because I think that's what we're here for. We're here for service. And I heard Rashawn Ali, shout out to her one time, and I'll never forget, she had said that Service is the toll we pay for living. Whether that's hers or she got it from somebody else, I heard it from her, and she said service is the toll we pay for living, is the price, the fee we pay for being able to live. And I think that's dope. I think that's dope, and I hope everybody else, if you're not taking that approach, change it a little bit. Take that approach. You know what I'm saying? I think service to the people around you are important. Serve your family, serve yourself, serve your family, then serve your community. I think all of that is very, very, very important. So things like the other day, me and my cousin, the other day we pulled up on a young lady on the side of the road, and she was in the middle of the street in her car. Pull up to the side, everybody going around beeping the horn or whatever. Pull up, hey yo, you want us to? We'll push you out of the road so you ain't got to worry about somebody smashing into you or you dealing with that. Older lady, she was like, I'm so nervous, I don't know what to do. Somebody come to get me. I said, we'll push you out of the road. Service. Because I was taught that way. I was raised that way. Take care of her. That could have been my auntie, my sister, my mama. I want some young man to pull up and see this lady in the road. We don't leave no sisters in the road. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. That's not how we live. And I think that's important, man. And I think we all should add a little bit more service into our everyday life. I'm saying that the rewards, you don't do it for the rewards, the things that you're going to get back. You don't do it for the flowers that you may receive. But I think that those are the seeds. You know how I don't believe in, when people say karma is a beach, right? I don't believe in quote unquote karma. I don't believe in, I punch you in the face, I'm gonna get punched in the face too. I think that's stupid. That's not how it works. I do believe that if I plant an apple seed, I'm gonna get an apple tree. I believe in that. So, and what that means is, because of the person you are, you continue being this person, you'll constantly be in the situation where that energy is reciprocated. It's not because I helped the lady across the street over there, somebody's gonna do something for me. It's not a direct connection like that. That's crap. And I need people to stop thinking about, it's not magic. It doesn't work that way. It's quote unquote karma. All it is it's a series of your duties or the person you are. Like if you're a jerk, guess what? You're gonna get treated like a jerk somewhere else because you're a jerk. So the jerk, you know what I mean? If you're a complete donkey's butt, what's gonna happen is you're gonna do that in the wrong time and something's gonna happen to you. That's not a direct correlation to you being a jerk over there. So anyway, nonetheless, I'm saying all that to say that service is important. Add that into your repertoire. My uncle's on my mind, but it was a dope thing that he said. It just made me think of, I'm glad I did what I've done to be the example to my sisters, to my little cousins, things of that nature. But I also hope that I'm giving something to you guys, because that's the only reason I'm here. I hope I'm giving something to you guys. And that's what has me on the edge.
Atlanta's home for hip-hop and R&B. ATL's Next 100.
Number one for hip-hop and R&B. You know what I'm saying? All day, all night.
Man, speaking of service, we like to tell you guys what to do in your local community, where to go, and how do we do that? We do that through our local swig. So what you got for me this morning, Steph?
All right, guys. So today's local swig is going to be brought to you by Aria. Aria is right here right in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know why I'm hearing it, but it sounds like I'm right there. I touch it, I smell it, I feel it. It's yelling. So it's right in Atlanta, Georgia. It's 490 East Paces Ferry Road. That's Atlanta, Georgia 30305. They do have bar and dining room where you can come in, so that you can come and dine in. Open on Tuesdays through Saturdays. Service starts at 5:30 p.m. though. This is not a morning restaurant. This is a dinner spot. And they, like I said, they do have the dining and they do have a bar room. Two separate things. What does that remind you? Movies. When you look at a movie and you're courting a woman and you want to take her out for somewhere nice, 9 times out of 10, if she doesn't have you to come pick her up, you'd meet her there. There's a bar area. You can meet her right there. Then you guys could, move to the next room for dining. I think that is super sexy. Definitely first date, hopeless romantic vibes. That's what it's giving me. It's giving me that. They do have a wine shop as well. Everything on the menu looks exquisite. Everything on the menu looks good. It's Aria, ARIA-ATL.com. If you want to go and check the website out, I think they do have gift cards. And I always say that because if y'all ever want to send me and J-Boy gift cards and stuff like that to any of these locations, they're available. Just so you know. That's one of those reasons why. Also, I don't know if this is a restaurant that you would want to do the curbside service. I tell y'all that all the time. Everywhere you want to eat, I think some places you have to eat there. Like, I don't see my $50 steak being transported in the DoorDash or the Uber Eats and then transferred and then dropped on my doorstep. I just can't fathom that. However, I do feel like it's a place for that, but they do have that available. So they do have curbside, and you can order online if you want to. The menus change per season, so you know how that goes. Some things are available, some things would not be available. Grilled tender beef, 12-month-old Machego. See, stuff like that I order. I order anything that I don't really, if I can't pronounce the name correctly, I'm ordering it. I just want to try it. They have ruby red and golden beets. Creamless wild mushroom soup. That sounds good. I'm a soup girl. Y'all know that. Starters, they have the butter braised Maine lobster. Definitely will order that. Jumbo lump crab cake. Yeah, so just check them out, y'all. They look real nice, especially, like I said, somewhere you make a reservation. You want to take Cutie. If you're trying to go spoon, try Aria. Aria-ATL.com/dinner if you're looking at the dinner side of it. And that is your local swig for today.
Sounds delicious, man. We give you guys the local swig for a reason. First, wait a minute. What the price? What you mean first date is? What's the price? What's the price? The first date. Don't be listening to Steph. When she talk about first dates, a lot of time the prices be off. We ain't having that. But anyway.
What do you mean the prices be off?
Cause you be talking crazy first date prices. Certainly there's a limit. Anyway, we give you a local swig for a reason. The reason we give you this local swig is because you ain't doing nothing. I usually fluff it up for him, Steph.
Oh my God, you should see my face.
I ain't gonna fluff it up for him today, Steph, cause they ain't doing nothing, Steph. Y'all eating at the same 3 places all the time. Y'all ain't got no imagination. Your dates suck. This is why we giving y'all local swig, cause you need to do something different. You be doing the same old thing every day, and I think there's a new restaurant around the corner from your house, and you ain't been to it. Go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's a new restaurant. It's a new event. Your girl be looking at you. She like, well, look, here you go. He gonna drop that move on me. Here we go. Yep, he gonna do that. Yeah. Then he gonna ask me if I want to go eat. We gonna go stop at Olive Garden. We gonna do the same old. Same old. It's a play. She know your plays, dude. She know your plays. Change the game up. Surprise her with something. Google. Look up something. Inbox J-Boy. Inbox J-Boy. I got a service. I tell you, I give you date packages. You got to pay for it, but I tell you what to do. That's real talk. Holla at me. Holla at me. I put a whole date package together for you.
You trying to score? J-Boy, your boy.
Holla at me. I tell you what you do with your life, boy. Gold package, the platinum package, the bronze package, depending on the level of the shorty you dealing with. I got packages, Steph.
I'll let you boy.
I'm sorry. Was I mean? Ish, was I mean?
Yes.
My bad, Ish. Ish said I was mean. My bad, dog. Hey, how I go. I had to be real with him today. Usually I'd be all soft and be like, because local the pandemic and you're in the house, we don't. No, not today. I don't know why I feel this way. Taco Tuesday. But I feel like today you need to get out here in these streets and do something different with your life. It's sunny outside in Atlanta. I don't know what the weather is in your place. The Golden Tux, is that was it? I think Clint asked, is it the Golden Tux? Is that the name of the place? I can't. Anyway.
Oh no, it's called Aria. A-R-I-A.
Aria. You said go to the Golden Tux. Maybe that's what he said. Go to the Golden Tux. Or you want me to put on the Golden Tux? I got a Golden Tux.
I think he's talking about put on the Golden Tux to go to this location.
Oh, I got a Golden Tux. You already know, J-Boy. I shimmer in the lights. I'm a luminary.
Far away from the Golden Tux.
I'm a luminary.
This could go very bad really soon. Thanks.
My birthday coming up. I need a new tux.
Oh God.
I want to do.
Oh yeah, our birthday is coming up.
Yes, both of our birthdays.
About, like my birthday, like our birthday ain't this week.
One day apart, y'all. That's why we so crazy together. But anyway, man, I hope you enjoyed the local swig. Let's get into it, man. First hour, Steph always gives you the news, swig of news. In the second hour, we call it our top swigs. What you got for me today, Steph?
All right, so we're going to start with the coronavirus cases and how they are rising in the U.S. right now. They're trying to see how many confirmed across, confirmed cases, new cases across the country and by states. The issue is 29 million were confirmed, but then they're like, well, I think we may have 5,000 over here. We may have 13,000 over here. It's the maybes, and the maybes don't fly on this show. So we will have to wait for those confirmed cases, but they are seeing for the months of March and the month of April, they are critical months, and we don't have a way to stop the surge. So those 2 months will be very critical. I mean, even with last year, it stopped my birthday. So I knew this year, if you're a Pisces or Aries, yeah, they did it last year. So it's like, we gonna get our get back. Everybody else been out. We want to get out for our birthday. We didn't get a chance to celebrate it. So it's gonna be a lot of that. Not even just us, but a lot of people. The sun is finally coming out. Everybody got cabin fever. We're just ready to go outside at this point. The world is just ready to go outside. The vaccine's not coming.
Hey, you know what? To that point,
fast enough. Jeez, what's up?
To your point, we should be celebrating. March 13th was the date we was out. We were celebrating. I think it was daylight savings that night or whatever, and that was the last night because that very next week it shut down. We was out celebrating my birthday. We was out Whiskey Mistress. We got videos probably gonna pop up in a couple of days. I feel like we should celebrate. There should be some kind of celebration for the 1 year. It's the 1 year celebration of this 6 month shutdown, because it was supposed to be 6 week shutdown.
6 months.
Remember?
6 months, yeah.
Remember it said it was gonna be 6 weeks, and it's been a year later. It should be a celebration on the 13th. So I need to figure that out.
I'm with you on that one, because I was supposed to be flying out the 13th. I think I was supposed to be flying out the 13th. So I'm sick. I'm sick about last year. I still ain't get my money back for my tickets, my plane tickets, the concert, or any of that. But enough about me. But what I'm saying is those months will be very critical. So for those of you that are traveling around and moving around, you're going to definitely experience, possibly being close or nearby someone who is possibly infected, whether they are a super spreader or whatever. Make sure you're wearing your mask out here. You got to make sure you're wearing your mask. I'm not sure what to say to those of you that have been vaccinated, because that doesn't make you immune. I don't think so. I feel like you're still at risk just like everybody else. And if you catch it and you got the vaccine, it's just like, okay. Do you fight it out faster? Do you not know you have it? I have questions when it comes to that. I really do have questions. But let's hope that the months of April and March and April don't put us in devastation. We do know there's going to be a surge. We can't stop that. But let's just hope this doesn't go into devastation. For those of you that do not know, that Tidal was the new thing out, and it was a platform that I personally enjoyed. I kept telling everybody, get a Tidal account, because there's things on Tidal that are not on other platforms. Why? Because the artists were paid specifically to give exclusive content to Tidal. Well, check this out. So 16 co-owners of Tidal are going to receive $8.9 million. Now, this will be an $8.9 million payout. And this is, Jay-Z just signed a deal. Well, I don't know if he signed it already, but, it's Jay we're talking about. But he did a deal And I think the deal is like $297 million or something like that, which is an extremely high number. And he made a tweet and said, I said from the beginning that Tidal was about more than just streaming music. And 6 years later, it has remained a platform that supports artists at every point in their careers. Our artists deserve better tools to assist them in their creative journey. Now, this ain't even Jay-Z fashion. Jay-Z don't say
tweeted
nothing.
He tweeted?
This is
you said
Sean Carter himself.
It was a tweet.
Mr. Carter with the blue check at SC. His name on Twitter is SC. That's how you know this is a ghost. But this is him actually tweeting this. And he also said, Jack is one of the greatest minds of our times, and many discussions about Tidal's endless possibilities have made me even more inspired about its future. This shared vision makes me even more excited to join the scoreboard. And so what he means by that is, so the person that bought the Jack Dorsey bought in Tidal with $297 million. And in that deal, he also owns Square. So Square in Tidal will be doing something. We don't know. Come on, it's Jay-Z. We ain't gonna know. We ain't gonna know until they ready to roll it out. Honey, even if walls could talk, that's the only way we gonna find anything out. If walls could talk and you gotta go in the room and put in a secret code for all I say. I don't know. But I know all of those, including these 4 amazing women, will receive $8.9 million on a payout deal, and I think it probably was the best move they could have made. Beyonce, $8.9 million. Kanye West, $8.9 million. Rihanna, $8.9 million. Nicki Minaj, $8.9 million. I mean, Alicia Keys, $8.9 million. And it's only like 16 of them. 16. Listen, let me tell you, if Jay-Z tell you to put money on the deal, you put money on the deal. Of those 16 co-owners, I'm sure he had to ask at least 100. He had to ask at least 100. The women seem more favorable in knowing he's a leader and he knows how to lead. So shout out to them. I just want to say that. Shout out to them for taking the chance with Tidal. I told everybody about it because of the platform. The platform is so monumental to the industry, and the things that he and Beyonce both do off camera are why I rave about them. Anytime they come in the news, and Tyler Perry, anytime they come in the news about something, I make sure I tell you guys about it. But this right here, this is just, I mean, hey, when we thought Alicia Keys couldn't do anything else. Moving right along, Fulton County Schools represents the largest enrollment decline on record. Check this. They enrolled 90,000 children, 90+ thousand children. Well, almost 4,000 kids have decided we ain't going. The parents are deciding that this is too much. You guys got cases or whatever the case may be, but those numbers are dropping. 4,000 kids. Like, where the kids at? Speaking of kids, you remember I was telling you guys about this immigration and how these kids keep sneaking over here. They by themselves, and they don't have any parents with them. Okay, well, the record number for unaccompanied migrant children, they are being held in facilities that's meant for adults. And really, the facility is not even meant for adults. That's a headline. They're not meant for adults. They're not meant for humans. Not just adults. Humans. Let alone kids. They have a metal bench, metal floors. It's made for ice. It's really made for ice. So these are like freezer rooms made for like storing food, icing food. So it's got like a metal little bench, and that's it. They're not made for humans to be held captive there. Well, it's a lot of kids there. Right now, it's about, they say it's sparked up about 9,000 kids, but who knows? What we do know is that they are there for the legal day limit, and the legal day, there's a 3-day legal day limit for these kids. Many of these kids been there far longer than 3 days. Way longer than 3 days. But the problem is they're crossing the border with no parents. I'm still trying to figure out for the U.S., like, how can we help this? How can we stop this? Because it sounds heartbreaking for them to be trying to escape their own country to come over here. I get it. I understand. I understand that part. I think I do. I don't understand enough, or it doesn't affect me to the point to where I share the same feelings towards sending your kids, unaccompanied, sending your kids by themselves to fend for themselves, not knowing if they're going to be held captive or there's something's going to happen to them. Like, I just don't see that. Like, sending them into this world to escape that world. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And I don't know what we should do as a country. I don't. We all, we talk about what we would do, and we love to tell the president what we would do if we was president. We want to tell the secretary what to do. We want to tell the people at the border. We want to tell the servicemen. We want to tell everybody what to do in their job. But just think about it. Like, if you was actually in this position, or if you had to really think this thing through, what we supposed to do with these kids? They keep sneaking over here, and it's thousands and thousands and thousands of children. Then they pat on top of each other, and then we look like the monsters. You know what I'm saying? So it's some things you got to really unpack here. Like, wait a minute, these parents sending them over here. Anyway, 13 of them just was in a car. They got past the border, and it was 25 people in the car. 13 of them died, but 25 people. And the car got shot up. It was 25 people in the car, and like a little SUV, 25 people. So they're really trying to get over here as quick as possible. It's like, what are they doing over there? The reason people are just escaping at these numbers. But I don't know. I guess that's a discussion that we'll have to have. Otherwise, it's going to take up all the news, the rest of the news that I have. Okay, so check this out. 3 black men in San Francisco. The police department was called on them due to somebody saying, hey, it's 3 black guys upstairs and I seen a gun. That's all they know. That was the initial, conversation to the police. The police go up to the store, guns drawn, get down on the ground, F-U-C-K, you know how police talk to black men, I'm going to say that, how they talk to black men. Get on the effing ground, yada, yada, yada. Held these men for 3 hours in a high-end designer department store. 3 hours. They were only in there for 30 minutes or less. And the police come in, busting in, guns blazed and all of that. Got the men on the ground doing the absolute most. And come to find out, they end up having to release these men with no charges, no foul play. And that gun that somebody said that they had never showed up.
Why does this process take so long? Everything takes so long. Like, you've been doing this. This is your core competency. Processing people, taking information. This is what you do. Why does all of this take so long? Processing when people put up people in jail, get somebody to come out to take a police report. Why does everything take so long? I don't know. Steph, I don't even want to. There's so much to unpack in that story, but we got to go to break and get into this coffee talk. Appreciate that on the Swig News. We'll have some of these stories up on our Facebook page. Make sure you follow Morning Coffee Swig right now on Facebook. Let's go to the break. We'll be back. Coffee Talk.
Atlanta's home for hip-hop and R&B. ATL's Next 100.
Number one for hip-hop and R&B. You know what I'm saying? All day, all night.
So long. Anyway.
Jason, I am dying because I always think, I'm sorry, but I always think that too. Like, it doesn't take that long. Like, get him off the ground. You got him on the ground for 30 minutes. This is how things happen. This is how it looks terrible. But then if it was somebody else and you say, hey, I'm Marissa, the daughter of Pat Collins, the judge, you'd say, okay, let me see your license. Let me go check your 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you're in and out. Even if you roll her a ticket, it'll be the quickest 5-minute ticket she ever got. Oh, but when it comes to us, they want to run our family history.
What's his blood type? What is his last 5 places of employment? Can I call a reference? It's just everything takes so long.
Coca-Cola's not checking out on his resume. Please get somebody.
I need a ride along or something just so I can see why this process takes so long. I would actually sign up for a ride along for that alone. Not because I want to be a cop, not because I want to support law enforcement. I would sign up for a ride along just so I can see why. I want to know. But moving on. Speaking of why, it's time to sit around the table, stir the coffee pot, grab our coffee mugs, even my Star Wars coffee mug this morning, and have a little coffee talk. We talked earlier about Meghan Markle, about the interview that they had with Oprah, which I got questions about that too. Like Oprah, you know, she usually send Gail or somebody else go to. Why did she do this one? I got a question about that. Why she did this anyway? Why she ain't do R. Kelly's? Why she ain't do? I don't know. Why she don't do a positive? Why don't we do a positive one? Go interview Jay-Z right now. All the stuff he was doing. You ain't interviewing Jay. He probably gonna say no. He ain't rocking with it right now. But anyway, I got questions. We got enough. You ain't gotta run the Oprah, y'all. We got enough quality journalists on this side, on the hip hop side. Come holler at us. But anyway, that interview, the Meghan Markle interview, and she talked about the royal family making this comment about how black the baby's gonna be. Worried about how dark that baby's gonna come out. Now, she light bright too, so I don't know how y'all thought the science really works. I don't know. That don't mean nothing. I guess you be light skinned. That happens too. But I don't even know why that was a conversation.
My mama white.
I don't know why that's a conversation. But anyway. Because of that though, and I made a comment earlier about some of y'all need to have that same energy with your mama, your aunties, your grandmama, all that have something to say. We kind of need to talk about, let's talk about colorism and the impact, the existence and the impact of colorism in the African American community. I think I know that's a real thing. And it has impact. I grew up, I'm brown skinned. I grew up with all sorts of black jokes and Nestle Snipes and all this kind of stuff. All that never bothered me none, because I've been confident since I was 5. But you know, for a lesser man, I guess it could have changed my trajectory. It could have changed who I was. You know, I know the booger boy. How did he turn out? We don't know. But it's a real thing it's so embedded that it has to change at some point. We got to change, man. We joke about the light skin versus dark skin jokes and stuff all the time, but that stuff actually has an impact. Now, I am all for jokes. I clown, you know what I'm saying? We grew up cracking. Like, you get to the bus stop, like, oh, go ahead, shut it. And, you know, we ready, always ready for the jokes. But this subject in particular has caused some pain for some people, some pain points. There are people that are now that, you know, dark-skinned people, you dark-skinned so you can't wear red lipstick. Or you dark skinned so you can't wear bright colors. My aunt is 60 plus years old, and just probably in the last 10 years, maybe, I think she mentioned it. She said she just really started adding that color. And so I never really thought about it. Lip gloss, brown lipstick. She used to wear darker colors back in the day. I ain't think about it till she said it. But she was told as a youngster that she couldn't wear, she shouldn't be wearing these bright colors. Look, I got on bright red on purpose today. Look how this looks. Huh? And I understand. I love a color. Give me all of them. Lime green, put them all on me. I'm with it. But colorism, I guess the question, Steph, that I guess for you to post, have you experienced colorism, and how has it impacted you? I guess is the question. Has anybody here? Have you experienced it? Where? And I'm talking about all of it. Give me when you were a kid. Were you joked on for being light skinned? Were you joked on for being dark skinned? Because you get it on both ends. You like, if you're too light, now you white. You're like, I know a light skinned dude. He used to call him white boy. He just really fair skinned. He used to call him white boy. And then you got all the dark-skinned dudes I know, their nickname is Black. I know mad dudes with the nickname Black. And just roll with it. What's your name? Black. They introduce themselves as Black. Bruh, for real. You couldn't get me to do it. It's like, I guess it's cool when you're in the street. You're like, man, yeah, they call me Black. But for real, when you look at it, you're like, oh, they call you Black. You realize that? Like, you introduce yourself as Black. This was a joke. And now, shout out to my dude Black. All of them. Well, real talk, we gotta talk about this nickname. Your name's Black. Simply because you was dark. We do this in our own. So I say all that to say that we fuss at people outside of our race having an issue with us, and I mean we get stereotyped. Let me tell you that there is a stereotypical personality type that goes with our colors too, which is crazy. Like, oh, he light skinned, he conceited. Light skinned with good hair. I hate that phrase too. He conceited. He dark skinned, bearded, and bald. Dark skinned, bearded, and bald. I'm a suspect. That's why I can't walk around with hoods on and stuff like that. I'm instantly a suspect. Like you already threatening. And I got some shoulders. I'm a little thick, a little brolic. You're like, oh boy, he look like a problem. When they see him, he's a problem. So they see this smile. It's crazy the things that we have dealt with. So I want to hear the stories y'all, because y'all might have it worse. I mean, I had some jokes, but it never bothered me none. But I believe there's probably people that didn't get jobs. Well, that's a thing. I'm in the entertainment business. Done modeling, brand ambassadors, all of those things. And you got to send in, which is probably the crazy. You got to be a little nuts to be in this entertainment business, because I got to send in a picture. You can't hear my voice, nothing. I got to send in a picture, and people look at the picture and be like, I like him. Or, nope, I don't like him. And it's more no's than yeses. They're like, oh, no, he's not it. You gotta be a nutbag to want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, if your self-worth was attached to this, oh my God, you're talking about ruined on a regular basis. Yeah. Oh my God. I always say casting directors. I got a call from a casting director yesterday and for something. And when she talked to me, she's like, oh my God, I love your personality. And so I always say, I wish you could always talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Not even going in, because I hate monologues. I hate to go in and just do a monologue and be like, all right, thank you, you're out of here. It's like, because you don't get to get all of me in those couple of seconds, but you get on the phone with me, or you have that's in the street or casting. You talk to me, you in trouble. I always felt that way. It's a hook. You talk to me, you in trouble. You ain't got a chance. You let me talk to you.
I got you.
I got you. I got a chance to talk to you. So nonetheless, I'm getting off a little bit, but I said that to say that there's a personality type, quotation personality type to go with the color, and that's messed up. So you're like, she dark skinned and frown, and she mean, or she gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, how crazy is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we talk about it, when you say it out loud,
it sounds childish. It's childish. But we were taught that. People were taught that. Kids were taught that in school. When we were taunting each other, and schools had just became, they had desegregated. So now you got black kids and white kids going to school together. You got white kids saying little sly remarks to the black kids, but the black kids were still the minority. It wasn't but like 5 or 6 in the class. So some of that stuff went over their head because it wasn't called those things at home. They were called those things from the little white kids. I'm one of those kids. I went to a school where I was one of like 10 of white kids. I mean, black kids in the whole school. Me and my sisters. And so there were remarks made to us that we never, I want my lick back right now from Ryan. He called me a porch monkey back then. I didn't know what a porch monkey was, but I want my lick back. I don't want to talk about it. I won't square up about it because I didn't know then. So what I'm saying is,
I know now. Wait till I see.
I know now. Yeah, what's happening? Get it? But what I'm saying is like, so children learn these things and then they call each other that, and then later on, because you've heard it in elementary. And then you hear it in middle school, it becomes your norm. We desensitize to it because if you keep tattling, the teacher's going to say what? Oh, sit down. Jenny, don't say that. That's a bad word. I'm going to tell your mom. Now you realize that it's a bad word. So now I'm going to wait till we get on the playground. So I'm going to say some bad stuff to you. You're going to say some bad stuff to me. And it's just kids. And they're going around and around and around. Nothing is being done about it. Only thing that's being done about it is they're transferring that same energy to the next situation. And then as an adult, they transfer that same energy to situations in general in life. So now when they look at a black person, in their mind, they can still say these things. They don't say it out loud because they're scared to get punched. But they're still saying them. You know what I'm saying? Or they make those remarks. So if they get mad enough, their kids hear them saying it. And then their kids go to school and do what? The same thing that they did. So I think it starts in the households of the kids. One, as far as the white people. Now, black people, why I even brought that up is because we would do it too, because we know that Lil Ryan hurt me when he said that. So now when you get mad at me, now that's what you want to say to me. But we did it so much that you know how when you play so much that it becomes a running joke. It's just like the B word. When you call a girl a B back then, you was ready. That was derogatory. It wasn't happening. But then nowadays it's so comfortable. Boys calling girls that, men calling women that, women calling women, men calling men that. It's a thing now. It's okay. So guess what? That's those same derogatory terms, we use them to each other. So colorism and the way that we talk to each other, it comes from that. Now, granted, there
from
are
the
a lot
you
to
saying
unpack
it came from the playground?
It comes from the playground. It definitely comes from the playground.
It's a lot to unpack. I mean,
I think that's one place that it comes from. Not all, but that's one place that it comes from.
Place.
Now, the other side of that is the fact that women go through a lot of colorism. Whether it's in the entertainment industry, I don't care, corporate, like if you could be, I've seen some really dark women, but they talk so proper and they hate us so much, but they are very high in their positions.
Wait,
I've seen some women, some black women, they hate black people, but normally they are very high in their position. And they refuse to look like us, talk like us, walk like us, any of that. To them, we disgusting. But you us. Now you discuss
and
us.
Again.
And now that's
again, where did that come? It's that self-hate. I can't. That's a whole nother discussion about self-hate. I can't. Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion about self-hate. Because I can't. I ain't got no sympathy. I ain't got no empathy. I ain't got nothing for people that have that level of self-hate, but
they
I
also got to produce kids,
and they hate their kids too. I hate my gums because they black. I hate black keys. I hate my gums because they black.
See, comedians helped us to get past some of this because let me tell you my personal experiences growing up with this. My sister's darker than me. When we were kids, she was way darker than me. So you had a real chocolate baby, and then you had the light baby. And I wasn't light skinned. You know what I'm saying? And I still consider myself to be chocolate. I was considered the lighter baby. But then my other sister is light. So you got my mom, who is super light with hazel eyes, and then you got my older sister came out black, chocolate baby. And then the middle one came out like my mama, super light. And then here you is with my mom and my dad. My dad,
got the rainbow. That's a beautiful.
Oh yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That's a beautiful picture.
My dad,
y'all should take a picture where y'all stack y'all heads together. Word.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. We should. But my dad is your complexion, and my mom is super light skinned. And then here you have me. This is my mom. And that's me. So, and then there's me. So me and my sister were treated different growing up. And I hated it, and I recognized it, and then that's what made me more drawn to darker skin tones.
Y'all was treated different.
Like they were treated wrong. Yeah.
You was treated different. That's funny. We'll get into that.
We were treated different from not my parents.
By who?
By cousins, by friends, people in the community, older people, people in the church. I'm telling it this morning. People in the church. Older people in general, when we go places, when they would see all of us together, they would speak to all of us. Oh, your children are so beautiful. Oh, she is a doll. And I'm like, don't touch me. You know, because I know that you're not.
We gotta stop that some way. Yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. We have to. I don't know, and we got a great reach on our show, and people that listen. We plant seeds in our community. Basically what we're doing, we plant seeds in our communities for y'all to go out there and be the trees. For y'all to take this information and go, hey man, you gotta stop colorism. Stop it in your house. Stop it in your conversation. Hey bro, you probably shouldn't say that. Oh, hey, chill out with the black jokes. You know what I'm saying? Somehow it gotta stop. Because like you said, you got had people getting treated different within crews, within family. I always thought that was crazy. Don't treat me no different now. We go to attractiveness and preferences. Yeah, people have preferences. They like, hey man, I like a deep chocolate. I like that. Whatever. My crew got all of them. So whatever you want.
I think it's the attitude that comes along. Yeah, y'all got the rainbow for real over there. You can just go pick one, y'all. Y'all just
whatever you
look
want.
At mine and miss it. You be like,
whatever you want, we got it.
We're gonna take the Rican. We're gonna take the black Rican.
Whatever. But I say all that to say that the colorism itself, the colorism thing, is a serious thing that we tend to, I don't know, we act like it don't exist or something.
It does, because honestly, when we say light skin, you acting light skin. You know, when we say that to people, it's because of how light skin people do. It means soft in the men community. It means soft in the men community, but in the woman community, it means snobby, uppity, thinking you all that.
I know some thorough light skinned dudes.
And I know some thorough light skinned women, but my other friends don't like them because they light skinned and they think highly of themselves and they love themselves. See, that's a difference. You could be overtly confident, and then you could be humble.
So is this all right, let's get into that.
Because attitude plays a big part in this.
Is this a self-worth thing? Is this a self-worth thing? Meaning
yes.
Being across the board, because you said they think highly of themselves, so they carry themselves a certain way. It comes off as conceit, and it might not be that. 9 times out of 10 they got huge insecurities, but
they do.
Especially, yeah. So, is this a self-worth thing that we got to start there? As I said before, serve self, serve family, serve community. Maybe the serving of self is for everybody to have that level of self-confidence that this thing don't never come up. Or it's the water off a duck's back, as my dad would say. You say something like, I ain't, what? But my skin tone ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
If a person thinks very highly of themselves, that is not your business. If we start with self, I'm telling you, that's not your business. How light skin feel about her is none of your business. She's supposed to walk with her head up high. She's supposed to have her shoulders back. She's supposed to be smiling. She's supposed to feel like the world is at her feet. You supposed to feel like that too. I don't care what color you are, blue, black, or brown.
All shades.
You can be cream. Shades, What I'm telling you is, you're supposed to feel the same way. What is it about her feeling good about herself that affects you? Nothing. Except for what you feeling on the inside. You feel less than when you're around her. Does her presence offend you?
But all of us, whether you're light skin, dark skin, whatever, wherever you fall on the color spectrum, your self-confidence should not be at the expense of someone else. Meaning you so high on yourself, you make everybody else feel like trash. Now that's not. You can be confident. My confidence don't affect nobody else. Yeah, my confidence don't affect nobody else because I'm confident and humble at the same time, and I think that's because I can be like, hey man, I ain't gotta I ain't gotta be in the front.
See,
I'm a shine.
See, that
Go
person
ahead,
can't be around. That person can only be around people who allow themselves to be treated poorly. That person could never be around people who actually care about themselves, because you can get brought down a couple of notches. I promise you will get brought down a couple of notches.
I bring you down a notch.
Yeah, you're going to get brought down a couple of notches. What? But I do want to say that, so you're beautiful to be a dark-skinned girl. That is colorism.
Oh, and my God.
We tell each other that all the time in the black community. That's disgusting. I hate it. I've been told that. I don't like it.
I hate that, yo. And if you are a person that says that, punch yourself in the face this morning. Like what's it, Fight Club? Punch yourself in the face till you bleed. Because if you have ever said that you are pretty for a dark-skinned man or dark-skinned girl, man, I think that's just stupid. I'm offended. I'm just even discussing it right now. It's making me cringe just to hear. And we talking with us, so I can take us behind the woodshed and whip us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody outside our community, you can't have this conversation. But inside this community, I can have this conversation because I love us and I display the love for us every single day. So I can say, hey man, this is a problem. We gotta stop that right there. Like, if you are saying that. Oh man, I heard somebody, this is what I hate too. I heard somebody say, well, she light skinned with long hair, she pretty. Like, no, I don't know she pretty. That didn't say nothing to me. I hate when people do that.
Right.
Like, yeah, so the pretty one. She light skinned with long hair, yeah, the pretty one.
That's what I'm saying. Black people consider that
I don't even like
exotic.
That. I actually like her.
I don't even understand who told them light skin and long hair was exotic. That ain't exotic.
It ain't even her hair.
Right, and even if it is, it's still not exotic. Exotic is just it's a whole nother level of beauty, and I promise you.
I think we take that word out. I think we take the word exotic out too.
We need to take it out.
Can't handle it. Black men can't handle that word, so I think the word exotic needs to come out too.
Jason, you got plenty of sense. Jason said, "Take it out."
They can't handle it. Black men can't handle it because they hear exotic and it means foreign. I'm like, bruh, you look up the definition of exotic. Can you see this black woman that's standing in front of you? You know what I'm saying? You see some of these women from Africa, and you talking about, I'm looking for not her. I need an exotic woman. I seen a woman recently, gorgeous African woman. She had thick accent and all that, natural hair, boom, pow, bang. Brown skin. I'm like, that's exotic. And she came from She came from us. That's exotic. Hey, we're gonna use the word.
I've seen a woman who was so black, she looked like this. Black. And hold on, let me turn the other way. This black. She was so black. I was like,
there you go with the black.
Following her. My eyes was just following her everywhere she would go. I mean, it was just beautiful. My nephew is the darkest in the family. He is, when I say he's gorgeous, with his personality, like he gorgeous, like he knows it, and he's not arrogant about it. He's very humble about it. Like, my son's a beautiful young man. My son is exotic looking. My nephew is exotic looking. This woman to me was exotic looking. Like, so this whole light skin, long hair.
Let me say this.
Who made that up?
Let me fix this. Let me fix this though, so y'all don't, because the wrong people will hear this the wrong way and hear that we're saying only dark skin, only the dark skin is beautiful. And no, I'm not saying that. They're across the shades, all of us. That's why I think we are the most beautiful people, because we come in all those shades, shape, and we still. The others, they just come in they color. That's it. It's them. They that and red. But us, we come in all these shades. That's why I think we are the most beautiful people. We're called people of color. Hey man, I absolutely hate coloreds. I hate that comment, coloreds. That is Jim Crow, Deep South, and look at you, coloreds. I can't stand that. But people of color, I don't really have a disdain for that word, that phrasing, because we are a spectrum of people. And I think that it's all gorgeous. I on all levels, ain't one worse than the other. It's all gorgeous. And I think that if we learn to appreciate us and everything about us, I think colorism will fall in line. Because that's the thing. I appreciate us and have so much love for us. That's why colorism ain't an issue for me. Because I see the beauty in the spectrum, but that's only because of the love. Again, I think it all comes back to self-worth. We talk about this on the show so much. If you have this high level of self-worth, colorism by default fixes itself. So hear me now. Hear what I just said. If you got a high level of self-worth, not just, when I say self-worth, not just Jason worth, I got a high level of Jason worth, but also a high level of black man, black people. I have a high level of self-worth for us as a people. And for that, because of that, I don't have the colorism problem. And if we could teach more of that, I think that fixes our problem. That fixes our problem across the board. Black history ain't a month. Black history is every day. And all of that, if you like pounding that into your children, into your nephews, into your even into the adults, your mentors ahead of y'all. If you pound that into them, this high level of self-worth and the beauty in us, I think colorism fixes itself. Because you be like, oh, he gorgeous, she gorgeous. Oh, look at them, they gorgeous. Like you'll see the beauty in everything. Our accomplishments, our perseverance. Man, it was so much pride watching the NBA All-Star game where they was highlighting all those HBCUs. I was yelling Aggie pride every time they said A&T. But beyond that, it was just showing all just us. Now, I don't care what their motive is. Sometimes some other people got a motive. I don't care what their motive is. The end result is y'all heard nothing but HBCU, black this, black that, black that. So I don't care what NBA motive was. People have a feeling about it. I don't care what their motive was. So what? They highlighted my school. They highlighted TSU. They highlighted, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. Why? I don't care.
Period.
So, nonetheless, I think it all goes back to self-worth. And I think we need to highlight, I think that fixes the colorism problem by default. Stop, you trying to fix the symptoms, not the problem. I'm telling you, high level of self-worth. Let's teach that. Teach that, man. So anyway, you got some gold talk for us today?
That was good. I was in that. I was like, yes, honey, take us on that. Wrap us up, J-Boy. I was in that. I'm over here like, yes. Put it in perspective. Because I don't think many people are seeing it from, a different perspective. And like you said, the self-worth is everything. You would see life so much more beautiful. You would start appreciating the trees and the birds and the bees. I mean, an ant could come across. You'd be like, look at his little self. I'm gonna send him home. It's just so. Yes, it's a different perspective, and I think people need that. And I'm just glad to be a part of a platform that gives that to people and have an impact on people's lives and make y'all very uncomfortable with these conversations. That way you can take the same uncomfortable conversation and go have it with somebody else. I hope somebody listening to it in their office right now and turn around and start this conversation, and then you'll see who in that office that you need to either stay away from or you got more in common than you think. That's your goal talk.
Teaching a high level of self-worth. Let's get into that, man. Out there teaching that how, and you can start today. For old people, young people, whatever, you can start today and start, hey man, see the beauty in all of it. Those of y'all that's uncomfortable with the first black this and the first black that, I hope y'all continue to be uncomfortable if you're not black. Now, if you're black and feel uncomfortable, get it together. Let me spank you right quick. You need to get it together. But if you're for the ones that are not us, I hope y'all continue to feel uncomfortable as we continue to celebrate us. I want us to carry that flag of celebration for who we are and what we are. Black history is actually American history. If you look at it, it ain't just, so it can't be just 1 month, because you can't you can't say history without Black history, and what I believe. We are intertwined in it all.
I did have some comments on my page too.
Hey, drop one. You ain't tell me. You should supposed to tell me that 11 minutes ago.
I know. This is a young woman. She says, me and my mom was talking about this. She said that people would make her do frontline jobs or deny her hard work because she was light skinned. I get it all the time. Nobody. If I say I need a job, people laugh.
But I don't know if that's colorism. I think they think you a pretty girl or something, so they like you go be dang till you ain't gonna do no work. They don't know you like to put spackle on the walls and stuff. That sounds bad. All right, we gotta get out of here. It's over with. I gotta end it. Continue to give us some comments.
I'm gonna do it.
Hey man, Cheryl Underwood show comes on after our show, man. So hey, it's a great day. Keep your morning rolling right here on ATL's Next 100. Today, do it big.
Enjoy the taste of life. Take
a drink, take a sip, take a swig, and we out. Hey man, have a good day. It's Taco Tuesday. Oh, fix this voice.
Powered by IBNXRadioNetwork.com.
You.
We off, yeah.